Hey there, everybody. I wanted to post this video and share some thoughts that I have as a first responder as it relates to the coronavirus and specifically the disease that is wreaking so much havoc around the globe right now, COVID-19. I'm a firefighter in Kirkland, Washington, which just so happens to be the epicenter of the COVID-19 outbreak here in the United States. And I really want to urge everybody to adhere to the messaging about social distancing and sheltering in place. When we first got word that there was a positive test, someone with COVID-19 in Kirkland, it was at an assisted living center. And at the time, all subsequent cases were all related and isolated to that one particular facility. Over the ensuing days and weeks, we started getting more word that there were other cases at the time in assisted living centers and what have you. But I can tell you, having just worked my normal 48-hour shift this past Monday and Tuesday, that it is everywhere right now. And I can't get into a whole lot of specifics for privacy purposes, but we are now responding to calls with known positive COVID patients in their home residences. There's loved ones, family members living there that are being exposed to the virus that have no access to personal protective equipment. It's my assumption that many of them are going out and about in the community to take care of life's necessities, such as going to the grocery store, gas station, what have you. So it's coming. It's coming, and we all need to do our part to help limit the spread of this. We're obviously a little bit ahead of a lot of the country here in Seattle. But I did read yesterday that West Virginia was the 50th and final state to have a known positive COVID-19 test. So it is literally everywhere in the United States right now. And for those that think this is something that only impacts the elderly or those with underlying medical conditions, while that is mostly true, that does not guarantee, just because you're young and healthy, that this is something that will just pass through with only mild symptoms. There's an emergency room physician at Evergreen Hospital in Kirkland who recently tested positive, and he is now in critical condition fighting for his life. So it does impact us all, and not to mention, it puts a huge strain on our healthcare system having more and more people test positive. We simply do not have enough resources. We don't have enough hospital beds. We don't have enough equipment. There's not enough PPE for frontline healthcare providers, be it doctors and nurses. We're at a risk of running out of PPE for first responders at some point, such as myself. And as soon as we're unable to be protected, we're going to run into some dire consequences if those trying to help the ones that are in need of help are then also sick. It's not going to be a pretty situation. So I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's inconvenient. I know a lot of people are under a lot of financial stress right now, emotional stress. I have 2 young kids myself, so I understand how difficult it is to have kids at home right now with schools closed and trying to maintain not only career, but also managing the house and taking care of kids and still getting their education needs met. So I do get it. However, I think if we can get through this period right now, collectively as a whole, if we can all just do our part, then the sooner we can hopefully return to life as normal. So stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Thank you.